Good evening, everybody. So recently I have lots of people coming to me talking about the relationship. So I think it's very important. It's one of the, because we live in the community and we need to interact. So we cannot cut ourselves away, of everything. So that's how we interact and how we relate to things. A relationship is part of the very important things in our life, how we relate to our life. So relationships is not only restricted to partners or families and like friends, not only with people. So how we relate to our life, even relate to our emotion, and even relate to ourselves. That is all relationship. So all kinds of relationships. So today I would like to talk about how to applying Dhamma to enhance relationship. So because all of you know that in Buddhism, the Buddhists emphasize a lot these cultivations of the mind to develop these mental qualities, the wholesome qualities. So with these wholesome qualities, with the practice to help us to enhance our relationships. So some of these qualities is important and is essential to help us to cement and to enhance our relationship. For example, like trust. So it's very important that trust, to give someone the trust. Actually talk about trust and actually remind me of some years ago when I went back to Malaysia to visit my family. And I remember my son said to me that he just expressed his gratitude and appreciation. He said that, Mom, he said he's really he said I thank you so much that the fact that, because his wife said that he's had lots of self-confidence. If someone is lots of self-confidence, then it's the conversation is start from that. Then he started to express his gratitude. He said, actually, my confidence actually is come from you, he said, because the trust that he said that you have given me since when I was little, still he grown up. So he said that because the trust that I gave him, he said that give him a lot of self-confidence and also encouragement. Because just imagine if you distrust someone, you become suspicious. And you always check on, like we have someone come to me that, that the husband left her because of, she's suspicious of the husband. She's always check on the husband until a point that the husband left her. Couldn't stand, try to check on the husband why you come back late, each time, because distrust. And you make the person feel like a lack of self-confidence. Because I allow him to do and allows other people to make mistakes. That is very important. Because to me, I always encourage him to speak the truth. Even he make a mistake, I say, okay, good. I said, you learn from it. Because life is not an end result. Life is a process. So sometimes, it's not really right or wrong. Like sometimes things doesn't work out, So we put the label on that, when we put the label on good or bad. And I encourage him to speak the truth. But sometimes he thinks that's, and when he make mistakes, I say, okay, it's fine. It's all right to make mistakes, no big deal. So this is how I always encourage him. So not try to make your children to be perfect. So if you try to make them to be a perfect person, then actually that is really create a lot of suffering for yourself. You can only do your best to give him the support, the love, the care. That is the most important things. It's just like me, like I've been given the job like as an abbot, called abbot, and also the teacher of, my nuns, seminaries, So if I were to identify myself as a teacher, and I create myself lots of suffering, like I try to make them perfect, try to mold them, you have to behave in a certain way. No. So I'm here to help and support, to give them the opportunities. So to help them to live the monastic life, to give them guidance and leave it to them. So sometimes they have to learn. It's just like for my son, I just let him learn. Sometimes they need to experience themselves, because sometimes if parents become too protective, not to allow them to experience themselves, to realize themselves, that is much better. Then he knows, what works, what doesn't work, because we have become too protective. Then next time when he grows up, he will never learn. We not allow them to learn, for example, I remember when he was 18, he went to sign up he wanted to take up a driving test. So then he just said, okay, Mom, I want to learn to drive. And I said, okay, yes, you go. I just let him do it. But of course, his father a bit worried, he said, oh, maybe, if you go alone, they think that you're a young man, they will charge you more, this and that. I said, it's okay. I said, if someone cheat him, charge him more, it's good. I said, at least he learned, Give him the chance to learn, to grow, to be independent. Because you are too protective, he will never learn, he will never grow. Because we can only, one of the saying that we only teach the person it's not encourage people to fish. There's one of the saying that, to how to catch fish rather than keep feeding them. So when they grown up, they don't know how to, they rely on the parents so much. So to help them to be independent, that is the trust. It's very important. And also give the person the sense of self-respect. You have the self-confidence, so you have a sense of self-respect. So again, the self-respect always have to come from ourselves. If we want our children to respect us, the first thing we have to respect them. The same thing applies to husband and wife or partners or friends. If we want others to respect us, the first thing we have to show the respect. Then, we don't demand respect, but we respect others. So we only have the respect within ourselves first. Then others will respect us. So it's important with relationship, trust, respect. That is important. Because of I can sometimes some couples when we have conversations, when the couples come and talk to me after Dana, they say sometimes even they argue because of whether they remember where they put the vase here. They can argue for a whole night because of that. Sometimes they can argue because we hold on to our view and opinions. We think that we are right. We want to be right because come from the sense of self. So this is a lot of conflicts and arguments, even with brothers and sisters. I know I grown up. I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers. So I know about that. We fight and we argue. So that is because of we hold on to our views and opinions. But if we have that, trust is important. That's and also is the forgiveness. That's why it's important to have a sense of forgiveness. If our partners, whoever have done something wrong, we be able to forgive and let go.